astounding. I had no idea. No, but I knew the Vignatis before. I played gigs with them, and it's fun music. Let's put it this way. It's Django Reinhardt was one of my early influences. Well, first of all, Stefan Grappelli was an amazing violinist. My first instrument was violin, so I thought that'd be cool to do the album. And plus, the paycheck was righteous. I was thinking, well, Overdrive. I used on the current album, this volume 2, I used a vintage K bass with labella gut set strings with wrapped E and A, plain D and G, and with a King double bass stereo pickup. And we mic'd it with some microphones, 2 microphones, one for the click and one for the bottom end. It was so smooth. We did 15 songs and we were done in just no time flat. And the charts were all perfect. There was very little doubt as to what we had to play. We just basically said, how do you want this to feel? And went for a take or two. And when we got Bernie's right, then I had to fix all my clams. It was typical. But then there was one song where Bernie had clams. And I was perfect. Yeah. Look out, Bernie. Well, it's similar in the respect that it has an upright bass, and there's a lot of twos to feel in rockabilly and in country and in Django jazz. But we rocked it. We got into 4/4, and we added the slap just because that makes it kind of rockabilly. And a lot of the same notes. Well, I think since there were no bass notes written for me to play, just chord changes, I had to pretty much come up with, the whole part and the feel. So I would say it was half creativity and half good charts and good songs and making the songs work. So it's all creation. Oh, Bernie is a funny guy. He's a clown, so am I. So we're clown together. And also his time is perfect. And it's just easy to play with him. You never have to worry about where the beat's going. And you don't think about the time. You just play. Oh, the rider was right on. There were cookies, chocolate chip. There were strawberries. There was food on the break. There was, what can I say, awesome. And the music was A+. I've been in the orchestra for at least 10 years, maybe longer. And I've also toured. Actually, my first tour was with the Brian Setzer Trio, Bernie, myself, and Brian. And we opened for Tom Petty for about 5 weeks. And then it was BSO for many, many tours. And the most recent tour with Brian is the Rockabilly Riot, which is a 7-piece conglomeration of basses and drums and guitars and pianos, and it's a lot of fun. Each session is different. The big band, for example, you've got to read the charts and play them pretty. You have to play them exactly. The arrangement has to be perfect, and much like your charts, because they were arranged, they were repeats, and each session is different. You get a feeling from the music, and then you try to enhance the feeling. And you want to make sure that what you play is what the client envisioned in their noggins. And then you ask the client, are you happy with the part? And they say no. Well, my only CD that I ever recorded that featured me singing, and I decided to do this because I had played sessions after sessions, probably hundreds of sessions with people other than me, making their projects go, and then some of the projects I did where I go, these guys suck. Not you, but there were people that were just horrible. But I kept thinking, well, by golly, they're doing it. So I decided I'm going to do it. And I rounded up some friends, Bernie and Fino Roverato and Doug Livingston, and we nailed the rhythm tracks much like you guys. We had 14 tracks in 14 hours. And I had people telling me that my singing was awful. I needed to dig in a little harder. So I had some friends helping, and it turned out pretty good, I thought. And I decided, well, what's my first album going to be? Well, I owe a lot to our maker. So I said, I'll do a gospel album, my first one. And that's probably, why would anybody in their right mind do that? Huh? Well, there you go. I'm not in my right mind. But it rocks. Gospel bop. You can get it on eBay, on CD Baby. You can get it from the JohnnyHatton.com website. You can call me. I'm listed in the Musicians Union book in LA. Call me. Text me your address and $15, and I'll send it right out. Autographed. Yeah, personally autographed to you.